Heroes Welcome ang isinulubong ng buong puwersa ng Sandatahang Lakas ng Pilipinas sa mahigit 300 sundalo na miyembro ng 7th Philippine Contingent to Golan Heights. Sa pangunguna ni Defense Secretary Voltaire Gasmin at AFP Chief of Staff General Gregorio Pio Katapang, isa-isang ginawaran ng UN Service Medal ang mga sundalo na nagsilbing peacekeepers sa Golan Heights. Ilan pa sa mga ginawad na awards sa mga bagong bayani ng bayan ay ang Gold Cross Medal, Spearhead Medal at Military Merit Medal. Ipinagdiwang ng Philippine Veterans Affairs Office ang kanilang 42nd anniversary nitong unang araw ng Oktubre taong kasalukuyan. Sa kanilang pagdiriwang ay ipinahayag ni Lieutenant General Ernesto Carolina, ang punong tagapangasiwa ng Philippine Veterans Affairs Office, ang magandang plano na nag-aantay para sa ating war veterans and retired AFP personnel sa mga susunod na taon.
Our guest of honor and speaker, who I will appropriately introduce later, our distinguished guests, mga binabahan namin mga veterano, ladies and gentlemen. We are really overwhelmed with your show of support for allocating your important part of your time to join us today in this very important occasion, the 42nd anniversary of the agency at your service, the Philippine Veterans Affairs Office. As you can see, 42 years of service. Looking back, the Philippine Veterans Affairs Office traces its roots from the Philippine Veterans Board, which was created by law under Republic Act No. 65 in 1951. And therefore, by that reckoning, we should be more than age 42. We should be 63 years old. And another law was passed later on, forming the Philippine Veterans Administration, which granted a Bill of Rights for veterans, granting educational benefits and disability and death pensions. And a building was constructed under the administration of President Magsaysay called the Veterans Memorial Building, housing the offices of the Philippine Veterans Board. That was in February 1956. By that reckoning, we should be 58 years old. So, mas matanda pa rin sa 42. So, maybe the other way of putting it is we look younger than our age. But definitely, we have been serving our veterans, we have been serving the nation for more than 42 years. So, every year that is added to our age, sabi nga, every time you celebrate your birthday is a blessing. And we wish to thank those who help us make it to this stage, so to speak. These are our partners in carrying out and achieving our major goals. And we are inspired because many of our partners, our stakeholders, are here this morning. And I'd like to take this opportunity of, instead of looking back, maybe together with you look forward and share what we have been working on together. A first major thrust of the Bureau, the PIBAO, is advancing the veterans' legislative agenda ng ating mga bayani. How they, especially those, we always say we cannot thank them enough. And the only thing that we can do is to make sure that the future veterans, will have something to look at and look back and make sure that they are not going to forget. And that's why we are honoring here also our partner, COICA. I'd like to recognize Mr. Song Mingyon. Inawardan natin. Sila po, the Korean government, donated a Korean War Memorial and a training center. We are inviting you to go there. It is open even during Saturdays. Bring your children there. There's a very beautiful, a very good Korean War museum there. And through the assistance of COICA, we are training young Filipinos there. Not for the, low level, but the high-end job opportunities. like gaming, IT, and other advanced technologies that would increase the competitiveness of young Filipinos. Thank you very much, Mr. Song. That they do not see indigent veterans. We would like to make sure that they do not see veterans na namamatay, hindi nakakating ng ospital, hindi nagagamot. We owe it to them to let them know that we are a country that knows how to take care of her defenders. And I think that would be a very strong motivation for them. And that's why we have formed this strategic goal, empowering our veterans. Kasi nandito po yung kasama nating mga veteran leaders. Karamihan po sa kanila, more than 90 years old. But they continue to contribute to nation building. Thank our Secretary of National Defense, our guest of honor and speaker today, represented by the Honorable Undersecretary of National Defense. Kasi po, lahat ng ginagawa namin ay dahil sa mabuting gabay at turo ng ating kalihim ng kagawarang pambansa. Siya po ay gumawa ng isang defense planning guidance. At yung tinalakay ko kanina na mga strategic goals namin, nandoon po sa kanyang defense planning guidance. At yun po ay aming sinusunod kasi si Secretary regularly ay binimeasure ang aming performance at sinisiguro niya na talagang yung serbisyong dapat naming ibigay sa veterano ay aming naibibigay.
Naging panauhing pandangal din sa nasabing pagdiriwang ang kalihim ng kagawaran ng tanggulang pambansa na si Secretary Volter Gazmin na anak din ng isang war veteran. Isang mensahe din ang pinahayag ni Executive Director at Chief Operating Officer ng Filipino War Veterans Foundation Incorporated o PhilVets na si Retired General Raul Urgelio ng Philippine Army sa mga miyembro ng PVAO.
PVAO is our most effective instrument in paying homage to the patriotic deeds of our veterans. It continues to competently discharge the delicate duty of managing the pensions and benefits of our veterans and their dependents. One of its main goals is to immortalize the patriotic deeds of our veterans through the continued maintenance and development of our military shrines. Our shrines and commemorative events will always bring us back to our heroic past as a nation. They are there to remind us of the values of unity, selfless service and sacrifice, and inspire our citizens to contribute their part in nation building. We should be thankful to PVAO for its able management of the Veterans Affairs, including all the assets and properties granted to the veterans by the government. Let us also be thankful to PVAO for ensuring the adherence of our veterans organizations to the common aspirations of the Filipino veterans community to foster unity and uphold our democratic way of life. We should appreciate the relentless vigilance of PVAO in safeguarding the integrity and accountability of our pensions list and records and protect the same from fraudulent schemes. We should thank PVAO for ensuring the timely and steady provision of pensions, health care programs, and other benefits to our veterans and their dependents.